Welcome back to online pharmacy. This is you and it's your online pharmacist. Okay, so today's topic is in front of you is blood pressure. We are discussing blood pressure today. So, what is blood pressure? You are very much aware of that, but as a topic of pharmacology, we have to deal with it. Okay, so what is blood pressure? As the name indicates, it's the pressure of what? Pressure of blood. The blood pressure is the pressure of blood within the arteries. What are arteries? That carry an oxygenated blood. Okay, so it is produced by primarily contraction of heart muscles. Why the blood pressure is produced? Blood pressure is produced whenever there is a contraction of heart muscles, like contraction of ventricles, like contraction of auricles, contraction of any chamber of heart. Okay, either it be ventricle or auricle or the any other muscle of heart. Okay, so there are two types of blood pressure. The first one is systolic and the second one is diastolic blood pressure, and is measured by the after the heart contracts and it is highest. Which one? Systolic pressure. Whenever the heart contracts, when it ventricles contracts, it produces a pressure. Which type of pressure? Systolic pressure, and this is produced after the heart contracts, and this is the highest blood pressure as compared to diastolic. Okay, so what is diastolic? The second is diastolic blood pressure. It is the measure of before the heart contracts. Means the second mean is that the heart relaxes. As the heart relaxes after contraction, the blood pressure remains in the arteries or stayed in the arteries after contraction is termed as diastolic blood pressure. What are the standard values? There are exact or standard values given by an international according to international standards. Okay, so these are less than 120 over 80. This is the normal. If your blood pressure is lying in between 120 to 180, 120 is a systolic and 80 is a diastolic blood pressure. It means your blood pressure is normal, you don't need to worry about. Or whenever it is elevated, the second condition is elevated, means raised, increased. Whenever your blood pressure is increased, you should check it out. Whenever you check, you gain the readings in between 120 to 129 systolic, and diastolic is less than 80. Diastolic means in relaxing state your blood pressure, and diastolic means or systolic means they both indicate the blood pressure values. Either your blood pressure is high, normal. We can check these blood pressure categories as we have already discussed, that whenever your systolic blood pressure is 80 to 60, it's low, and when it's 120 to 80, it's ideal. Ideal blood pressure is mainly in age of smaller age to the teenage. Okay, and the systolic is from 140 to 90. This is the pre-high pressure, and the last one is from 190 to 100, and this is the high blood pressure. These are the high blood pressure values which can be, you can check these out after measuring your own, so you can categorize your blood pressure is lying in which of these highlighting marks. Okay, if it's not normal, you have to check your doctor first, or you remove the salt from your diet. Can it hire in one arm? Yes, this is the most probable the question asked in our society or asked by the students, that can it hire in one arm, because the doctor checked our blood pressure in only one arm. Why? Because the blood pressure difference is present in your both arms. Either it will be right or it will be left arm. Okay, so a difference of more than 10 millimeters of mercury. What I say, 10 millimeters. This is the millimeter is the unit of pressure. 10 millimeter difference is present in your right or the left arm. So whenever you are going to check your blood pressure from the right arm, so it may be lower than the left arm. Why? Because there's a difference of 10 millimeters for either your top number, systolic, or bottom number. Yeah, this is the most important, that it may be present in your systolic pressure or it may be your diastolic pressure differences. Okay, so it may be a sign of blocked arteries in the arms, diabetes, or other health problems. A difference of 10 to 15 millimeter of mercury for systolic pressure are more likely to have vascular disease. This is the most important doing in our society. That's the most of the person are suffering from Vascular disease. Why these vascular disease? Vascular means vessel or the vascular wall, vascular tissues present in our muscles, present in our arteries, present in our venules. Okay, so there's a difference of 10 to 15 millimeter of mercury for systolic pressure are more likely to have. When you check your systolic blood pressure is 10 to 15 millimeter difference in right as compared to left arm, you should have the vascular disease. You should have to determine or checked by your doctor. A larger difference in blood pressure measurement between your arms may be a sign of health problem. Yes, it is a sign of health problem. Which type of health problems? These are cognitive decline. What is the cognitive decline? Cognitive decline is this is your brain. This is the earlier stage. A person can notice by itself that it loses its memory, and it is the earlier stage or earlier sign of Alzheimer's disease or metastatic Alzheimer's disease, in which a patient loses ability to rethink or its ability to recognize or memorize the things. So it may lead to Alzheimer's disease. So cognitive decline is the earlier sign a patient can itself recognize that he or she is suffering from memory loss or dementia. The second cause is diabetes. Diabetes is also when your insulin receptors are not as working as they were. So the patient suffering from diabetes, that's a high blood sugar. Kidney disease, kidney may damage, heart defect. There are various type of heart defects. How to check blood pressure? Yes, we all know about high blood pressure, what is blood pressure, and these values ranging, but these all things we have discussed are not effective or not useful when we are not aware that how to check blood pressure. So there are various methods to check blood pressure. The most common method in our society is through hand cap. This one by sphygmomanometer. This sphygmomanometer is mostly applied in our society, but there are many different methods which are for thigh blood pressure. We can also check our blood pressure by thigh. What is thigh? You can check this hair. Okay, you can check it there. What is the main or the important nerve or important artery which is showing your blood pressure? The popliteal artery. This is what? This is the popliteal artery, and this popliteal artery recognizes your blood pressure values or give you exact reading on your apparatus whenever you are going to check with the back of the right leg. Especially when we are checking the blood pressure from thigh, we are assuming or we are taking the right arm in which position is discussed here. You have to lie on your back on the floor, or if your face is down to the floor, means you can invert it towards their back on their surface. Okay, the person lie with their face down or can lie down on their back. Wrap the cuff. What is cuff? Cuff is the inflating part of the sphygmomanometer. So you can wrap as tight with the, not as much tight that it can blocks your popliteal artery, but in an appropriate manner. You can wrap it around at the lower edge of the cup, above 1 inch above the knee pit. Above 1 inch. Okay, so the knee pit, depression at the back of the knee. This is the depression at the back of your knee. Yes, you can, this is the depression, you can check this out. This is the depression of your knee, and you can cup the wrap or curve or cuff snugly around the thigh just 1 inch above this groove or this pit. Okay, so the central bladder. What is central bladder? The bladder just below your, just upper or just below your central line or below your belly button. The central bladder needs to be directly over the popliteal artery. This is the popliteal artery which is responsible for giving you a right or exact blood pressure. So the blood pressure can be taken as normally as we are giving or taking it values from the arm. Okay, so this is the first method. For calf, this is a very important or very common method among all of us, but we have to discuss some other methods. This is for calf. What is calf? Calf is this. You can check this out. This is calf. You can also check this out at calf. The person should be at their back in the same position. Wrap the cuff snugly around the calf. The lower is about 1 inch above the ankle. In this, you have to put the above 1 inch above the ankle. This is an ankle. You have to put 1 inch above that angle. Okay, what is 1 inch? So put your stethoscope over the dorsalis pedis or the posterior tibial artery. This is the dorsal pedis. Okay, what is this? This is the dorsal pedis artery. This artery is responsible for giving the blood pressure of your body. So, or the posterior tibial artery. Posterior tibial artery is also present beside this. This tend to have high systolic pressure than the upper arm in adults. For adults, it must have one caution, which is what? It may be higher systolic blood pressure than the upper arm in adults. This is only for adults, not in any other cases or situations. So don't worry about that. Sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer is the stethoscope doesn't makes the sound louder. Of what louder? Of your lub-dub sound, the heart sound. Whenever your arteries blocked and whenever your arteries are opening or closing, the sound is produced which you can hear on your stethoscope just after placing the knob on your chest. So what it does, the sphygmomanometer blocks the sound of your surroundings and just providing you a sound of what your heart beats, that's love and dub sound, which is right shortly required you at that moment. Okay, so the stethoscope doesn't make sound louder, you just have to clear it out. And you don't must cuff too tightly that it blocks automatically. No, you shouldn't tight that much. This is an inflammable rubber cap or a rubber cuff. You can also hear better the Korotokov sounds. What are Korotokov sounds? Korotokov sounds are the lub and dub sound from your heart. Whenever your arteries are opening and closing, the lub and sound can be heard over your stethoscope. So, when you deflate or inflate the cuff, what does it mean by inflate? Inflate means you are pushing or filling air in this cuff. It means inflating. And whenever you are releasing air through this knob, whenever you rotate this knob, the air releases out, and this we called as deflating, means there is not present inside the cuff and it's not applicable for measurement of pressure. So how these sounds can produced? Whenever your arteries are closed, there's no sound can be heard on your stethoscope. Whenever your arteries are opening and closing, sound heard. But when the artery is opened, the sound is heard, and when it closes, the dub sound is heard. No sounds are produced when the artery is open. Yes, whenever the artery is open, just like this is an open artery, the blood is flowing through it, there is no sound, there is no voice of any other thing. The blood is flowing through this artery. Okay, might be clear to all. Okay, what are the drugs of choices? Yes, after for all the adverse effects, all the types, all the measurements, all the readings, we come towards this. That's what are the drugs of choices whenever we are suffering. So there are the several types of drug used to treat high blood pressure. There are the angiotensin converting enzyme, ACE inhibitor, we will discuss in another slide in much more. Angiotensin 2 receptor blockers, diuretics, beta blockers, calcium channel blockers. We all discussed about these drugs in our next lecture as soon as possible, inshallah. So these are the drugs having a wide range or a wide variety, or act as an antagonist of blood pressure, means acting against high blood pressure. They work to reduce the blood pressure. These are alpha blockers, alpha agonists, renin inhibitors, and combination medications. So these are very important. Okay, we will discuss all these drugs in our next lecture. Stay tuned for more information. Okay, so we are come towards our next slide, which is the types of bread. These are the types of apparatus you can see here. This is the most common apparatus we are using. This one, no, not this one. We are using a much more or much less these devices. If you are aware, or if there is any patient in your house or in your home or in your family, then you might see this one, because this is a very easy and compatible for the use. No any other requirement is needed, or no any other calculations, or no any other preparations are required for checking the blood pressure through this device. This is the Gamma XL apparatus. This is a very rarely used apparatus in industrialization use and for hospitals and basically United States. This one is used. So and there are Android sphygmomanometers. Sphygmomanometer is common in our laboratories. We are doing it in practicals, or we can use this as to use or as to check their compliance, or to learn the application method for labs only. Okay, for labs, and for some clinics are also using this. And the second one is digital sphygmomanometer. This is sphygmomanometer. It's also becoming most common as the time passes and give an accurate and exact result. So this is all for today. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe and share for motivate me and my team. Thank you very much. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.